did that just for the entrance. But let me show you the new place. I made it to Cape Town. Johannesburg honestly was really hard to film. So let me tell you. But let me show you the place first. Hold on. They really want you to play pickleball. Then you have bathroom. Ooh, luxurious tub. Shower. Then you have bedroom. And I'll show you during the day tomorrow. But out there is a pool. And you can walk directly to the pool. Now there's a couple amenities that they told me as soon as I came in. Everything in this fridge. You know how you typically have to pay for stuff in this fridge? Nope, not today. They said I can have whatever I want, complimentary. 2 Cokes, 2 waters, 2 juices. You know I'm going to be drinking all of that shit. And it's 24/7 room service. They also gave me some other balances so I can use it. So I can get a free... Wait. Okay, it's not free. It's a quote-unquote discount. But free breakfast every morning. And tomorrow we have a freaking absolutely madness day. Let me tell you, it is a madness day. That's probably why I'm going to be editing this video pretty late. And it's probably going to be pretty short. But the reason why it's so short, let me tell you, is because the Nelson Mandela Museum, you couldn't film inside, which makes sense. I mean, like, you don't want to disturb, I guess, like, the sanctity of, like, his life and, like, try to retell his story. And so I think I understand why that's the case. And, like, a lot of that stuff is really sensitive. So, like, getting the story right is pretty important. And it's, like, kind of like a memorial site. So I understand. I also went to Nelson Mandela's house and Archbishop Tutu's house. We went to Soweto, which is the township that was created basically when there's apartheid in South Africa, and there's separation of African Americans. Wow, that was civil rights. Separation of Native Africans and white colonialists, specifically like the Dutch. And then there's also, we visited like a memorial for an innocent boy who was shot during the protests that were going on at the school right around the corner from Mandela's house, where there was a massacre of like 200 students during the protest. So all that stuff is really heavy. So it's like, I didn't know like the best way. I didn't really want to film it, is like kind of what I'm trying to say. So I have bits and pieces of the day in Johannesburg, but like those were like the top attractions. And I'm like, these are like not, I don't want to just film like, you know, I didn't feel comfortable filming. It's like, I don't know if I have to explain it any more than that, but like, it just didn't feel right. It's like, it's not my story to tell, for one, but two, it's also like really like a dark history, and I don't think we should like glorify it. And the other part was of Soweto is like some of it is already some of Soweto is like pretty poor. So it felt weird to like glamorize or record like tin houses where people were living. And then even that, like even the Matchbox homes were like really difficult to, honestly, for me to like think about filming. So that leads us here. So I have half of the other day that was in at the safari. So I'm going to provide that, Johannesburg, and this is the final clip. So you'll understand some context. Actually, maybe I'll put this at the beginning. I think I'll put this at the beginning. So then you'll understand some context on what everything is and why I filmed it this way. But basically, that's the context. Context is Soweto, Johannesburg, not much footage, but I have some clips of different things. And maybe I'll add some more context for each clip as I add them. And then for Safari, those are kind of random, so I'm going to lead right into the Safari, and then we'll go into Johannesburg clips. And then my flight in. Cool. I will see you probably in the midst of in between these videos.
You see after the rain, now what's fine tracks. Can we take a standby?
Yes, sorry. This country, another here from also Cambridge Capline number 23 Bashola from landing to the north. Here from that side.
Context clip number 1. There is a video of rhinos outside of a restaurant. You may be asking, what is that restaurant? It's, of course, African pride. Enjoy. KFC. Yeah, for some reason, KFC, there's just a magical KFC that has rhinos that are outside of its drive-thru. And the world needed to know that. I don't understand. You'll see, KFC is like a thing in Africa. I don't know why. But that's some context to this random ass clip right here. Oh, what a crazy day of traveling. Holy crap. This place is, first of all, it's magical. I mean, you gotta check out this spot. Look at that. I walked in and I was like, I saw this beauty. I was like, holy crap. And supposedly they have a rooftop pool. So I went from Kruger National Park, where you saw the safari video, to now we are in Johannesburg. It took about 6-hour drive from 11 o'clock. So it's, what time is it now? It's 6:23. So I need to get some dinner. I haven't decided if I'm going to go in the city or not, because what the Uber driver kind of said, it freaked me out. It was, whoa, first of all, look at this. You can't see, but it's like indented. Yeah, that's insane. This place is awesome. And then he was telling me, he was saying it's pretty dangerous, and that I should not be going anywhere unless I can, unless I like have the Uber already by the time I get to like the spot. That didn't make any sense. Sorry, I'm pretty tired now, and I'm suffering some sort of sickness. But he said that I shouldn't go anywhere in the dark, and if I do, that I should have the Uber ready by the time I'm ready to leave. Like I shouldn't wait outside because my phone won't get stolen. So that freaked me out a little bit. So I'm gonna explore the hotel. Maybe I can explore with you. And yeah, then we'll decide. If not, I definitely have a plan for tomorrow. So it might just be a chill night, maybe. We'll see. Check out the bathroom. Pretty nice, pretty nice. This is the room. Very nice. Looks like the rooftop bar and pool is closed because it's raining. I decided I was gonna get a bite to eat before I hit the hay. So I'm gonna eat. I'll show you guys the ambiance. And then I'm gonna have a chill night. I think I'm gonna watch some Netflix after this and kind of vibe out. Do slightly a plan for tomorrow. And then, yeah, I fly out tomorrow from Johannesburg at 6. And the flight actually leaves at 8, but I should get there at 6. I just got back from dinner. It's gonna be a chill night. I plan to really just take a shower, get in my PJs, watch some Netflix, and then yeah, I just set up my tour for tomorrow. I'm going to be doing the township tour of Soweto and Apartheid Museum. And that should take from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And then there should be also, in the afternoon, I think I'm going to go to Mandela Square, do some sightseeing, look around, and grab dinner. And then I fly out. I fly out at 6 o'clock, so should be a pretty straightforward day tomorrow. Surprisingly, it worked out where there was a tour of the two things that I wanted to do, so that was the best things. Anyways, time for PJs. Let's go. Time for bed. I'm excited for bed. Time to put on some Netflix.
Right hand side, this is the Barra Mall. So people around Soweto, they don't need to go to town for groceries. They just walk to the mall. And then on your left hand side, this is their favorite restaurant,
KFC.
These are the apartments. So these apartments are called Orlando Towers apartments. So going back to the towers, the advertisements that you see on the towers, they are being changed every 5 years.
Every 5 years.
It takes them about 3 to 4 months to finish painting those towers.
Wow.
And underneath,
Context clip number 2. This next clip is Johannesburg. I don't know. I didn't feel like there was much to do in the city. So I ended up going to 2 malls. I didn't mean to, but I did. And this one was in the Mandela Square. And Mandela Square has 2 weird things that I noticed in this mall. One is I took the elevator and there was no 6th or 4th floor. I think those are you can check. I'll have it in the video. But there's 2 floors that were just nothing. And I opened and I was like, why do I have access to this? And there's like nothing up here. I saw a bird fly like out of it. Like it was weird. The other thing is that there's a Trump steakhouse on Mandela Square. I don't know if it's related, but that's a little weird. Why would they allow you to go up onto that roof? They let me go to the 10th floor, but there's nothing on it. Same with that floor. Okay, 9 and 10 are a sketch. Tell me this, how is it possible that in Nelson Mandela Square, there's a freaking Trump grill house? What the heck? What is going on here? Ridiculous. So after Nelson Mandela Square, that's when I took the flight. That's when I came here. So there's a lot of context in the middle of that, but basically you only missed the Apartheid Museum and Nelson Mandela's house. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I think that's it. But it felt a lot longer than that. Oh, the beginning clip with the lions, just quickly, was a different day. We ended up finding the 2 lions during a very, 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 very wet safari where we had ponchos. And so we didn't see too much, but we did end up spotting the 2 lions. And then we spotted the baby leopard again. And the baby leopard, there was a potential that the 2 lions were going to run into the baby leopard, and we were going to see an epic showdown of 2 big cats. And then they ended up going a different way. So we did not see that. But nonetheless, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for suffering through this jumbled mess of storytelling.